So we need to talk about some news I have not been updating on for people that watch my channel pretty often. And if not, I've been here and there. I've been streaming. Seems to be going pretty well. I want to say again thank you to Zombie for donating for the very first time. And of course, the very first donation through any streams whatsoever. And yeah, I've been mostly streaming with not really uploading. We kind of like slowly recording things as I'm trying to do something. And also, again, motivation goes away at time to time. About a week, about a week or so ago, I was depressed again for just a day. Not really a day, it was like maybe 2-3 hours. Pretty bad, but again, I had to give it time to go away. It comes to me every once in a while. And then, well, I just wanted to relax, and of course, I changed hours at my job, so I don't work from evening to night anymore. Now I work from, like, well, different times. So, yeah, I mean, I still could do, evening into night. I mean, there's some days I do change it up again, but still, I feel more open scheduled, if that makes sense. So, as an open schedule, I like to record more videos, but I'm not saying that for sure. I'm saying that like as in I don't want to promise. I'm just saying I now have the opportunity to now do that more often if I need to. And of course, I know you haven't seen the room for about
Maria. Feel the power of the Uchiha clan.
The room, the movie. I've never actually seen it myself, but I want to watch that someday. The bedroom. I know you haven't seen it for a while, so of course I've organized some things. Of course, we have an anime shelf now, an official shelf. I've had a weird stacked bookshelf thing for a long time, which actually that's still part of it right here with this one. This is the anime shelf, the entire thing, including some cartoons. And then, of course, that's my actual movie rack. Yeah, movie compared to anime, yes. Yeah. And then, of course, I have my Smash Brothers one you probably saw from before, the room. And then, of course, we have this car one I've had, like, since the beginning of time, sort of, not really. And then we have a new Kingdom Hearts one, and I have a wall scroll I haven't put up yet because I don't know what to do with it yet. And then, of course, the same old shit. And, of course, you see now, some statues up there. Some statues I've had before somewhere around in my game room / bedroom. We have I don't know his name from Dark Souls 2. Then we have Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War 3. We have the Assassin's Creed guy from Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. We have the Hidden Block from Club Nintendo. A Pac-Man. Yeah, you can see Pac-Man. That's literally a cell phone, actually. I'll show you one day. And then a Sekiro like sword stand thing is still in the box. So, and of course a Pokeball with the Halo Reach hoodie on top. So, anyways, of course. That's it for that little update. Just want to let you guys know everything what's going on. So let's get on to the news that's been happening for a little while. So the news I want to talk about today is, well, it was like 2 weeks ago, really. Google Stadia. Why is it a thing? So here's my opinions when I first heard about the Google Stadia. I thought about, oh man, competitor to Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. And then when I really looked into it, I'm like, I'm not even buying it. Like, what's the point? So, here's the reasons why I thought it was like, okay, it's another console. It's Google. I mean, how the fuck can they mess up? In a way, they kind of did. In a way. So, here's the thing that I get. It's 8K. It'll be streaming. You'll be playing games and all that shit. And I saw the controller. It looked kind of, So, it looked kind of fine for a start off for Google. Even though I've heard Google tried something like that before in the past or whatever. I don't know. But the problem with it is that there's no disk at all. No disk drive at all. So my perspective of it is I'm not buying it. Again, I'm not buying it. So what's the point of me even trying to get it if I'm not going to get it? So, look, we've had past consoles and handhelds that are streaming only, and they failed every single time. So I want to know personally, what is Google going to do different from any other competitor the big three or even two or whatever you want to say, the big companies at the time had back then? So Sega tried it with Sega Channel. Nintendo had it with the Famicom satellite thing. I forget what it's called. the satellite vision or whatever it's called, I don't know. Then we had, of course, with the 64DD, and then, of course, there was the PlayStation Network adapter for the PS2, which didn't really catch on as much. And then there was the Dreamcast online server web browser thing. I mean, that was a thing. It was kind of like experiencing it. It was like a test of what came in the future. And then, like, there was literally consoles was going to go straight out all digital. So there was this thing called the Phantom or something like that, and it failed because it never even came out because it flopped because we still were running DSL back in the day. So of course that flopped. Didn't even come out, I believe. And then there was the Sony PSP, I think called PSP Go, digital only. Yeah, everyone said no to that, and immediately people were like, "Yeah, we'll just get it to pack the damn thing, just to put games on it." Now, that was seriously it. And of course, you have to get your own. I think it was like micro SD card, and of course they tried doing the whole cell phone immigration thing with it, which again, ENDGAME did something like that before with that whole cell phone immigration, but it was so annoying. You had to pop out every single game out of the freaking, handheld for the battery. So I mean, of course that was bad. So there was a lot of experiments, a lot of them, and of course the biggest one that it's still in recent memory is the Ouya. The Ouya was straight up the exact same thing that Google is telling us now, other than the 8K, and possibly goes from like computer screen to a tablet, then to a TV, or vice versa, or all three at the same time. That's something I'm not gonna lie, sorry. That is very interesting. That's actually very interesting. That's something that we are kind of experimenting now in this day and age, because yeah, I could be watching YouTube on my TV. I could be watching YouTube on my phone, and I could be watching YouTube on my computer, but I'm not only doing one direct feed to all three. I'm doing each individual feeds for three. So that's different. I like that. That's actually a good perspective trying to do something into the future for gaming. And of course we have the Nintendo Switch that's already a home console and a handheld as well at the same exact time. So that's cool and all. But I'm not seeing that Google Stadia is going to have a competitor whatsoever unless Apple wants to throw in their own fucking gaming console, which I've heard tons of times in the past that they want to do their own gaming console. I'm not saying they're not going to do it, because they most likely will try it, and we'll see if they succeed or not. But yeah, and of course, this is actually something I want to talk about as well. I don't think I talked about it in the last video. Xbox, Microsoft, they just recently actually released a Xbox One S Digital Edition, meaning this Xbox One S looks like any other Xbox One S, but there's no disc drive. There is no disc drive whatsoever. So what's the point of it? And of course, so here's what I'm talking about. What's the point of it? Because they release the damn console more than an actual disc drive version of the Xbox One S. What's the meaning of that? Wouldn't it be cheaper for the console because there's no disc drive? I don't get that. And again, this is something I'm not buying. This is something I don't even know anyone's going to really buy, other than people that want to do digital only. But realistically, if you're trying to play this console 10 years from now, 20 years from now, whatever from now, is that console going to work? Maybe, maybe no. How am I going to get the games on it? How am I going to put new games on it? There's no way other than hacking it. Other than if the servers are still up for it. There's that too. I mean, realistically, what is companies thinking about putting freaking online only into consoles and handhelds? That's gonna do online only with no disc drive or cartridge or anything type of system in it. That makes no freaking sense. So of course, like I'm saying, I'm giving the Google Stadia like a good vibe for the whole 8K, and it wants to do multiple screens at the same feed and all that stuff. That's great. But you already just downed the market when you said there's no disc drive. Again, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm straight up saying that is a bad thing. You need a disc drive. That's seriously it. I have every single console. Of course, I buy physically, if there is. And of course, I know a lot of people do digitally, which is the whole point of PC. So we have to also convince them people, what's the difference between getting a Google Stadia and a fucking PC? They can literally do everything. Like, edit a video, watch YouTube, tweet, Facebook, watch movies, keyboard, I don't freaking know, anything, listen to music. I don't know. There's so much talking to people all through the internet. There's so much perspective that you have to think about what's the Google Stadia not showing us that we might actually want for a system, other than of course a disk drive, than just telling us it's gonna be 8K and perspective of 3 feeds, or a feed of 3 different perspectives of the screen. And of course, I might be missing something else on what I'm talking about, but that's the biggest thing. Is a disk drive. I'm not buying it. So again, this is another Ouya experiment. And of course, the only biggest game I can really remember that was on the Ouya was, I believe, the emulator games, which was Goat Simulator, I think Farming Simulator, and Octodad. Those were the big ones I remember was on the Ouya. Now they're on the other consoles. So again, I don't see the point of having a Google Stadia. So there's that. I know I spoke for like 11 minutes about the Google Stadia and an update about my room. So the next thing, okay. Alright, this is the next one. I know a lot of people are going to want my perspective on this one. So, what is my perspective on Sonic the Hedgehog the movie live action trailer? So, the one where they show off Sonic, like officially show it off, not just technically like showing pictures and being leaked and all that for like months already. What is my perspective already on it? And what do I think about Jim Carrey playing as Eggman and all that stuff? So, sorry, no spoilers, but of course, if you don't know who the hell it is, I'm going to like draw off, really. So, yes, I am one of those people that think that Sonic looks weird. Please change it. And then, of course, I seen the same day and the next day of that time when the trailer first showed up, that, yes, I seen so many fan versions fixing Sonic of how he should look like, or how he should resemble, or something familiar to what Sonic the fucking Hedgehog looks like. Then I think it was Paramount or Sega literally tweeted or announced, I forget where they announced it really at, saying that they're gonna redo Sonic to please the fans due to high volume of fans' complaints. Now, this is a little concerning. Just a little bit. So there's the concerning part I have for it. They might say, yeah, let's retweak Sonic, but doesn't mean they're gonna fix Sonic. It could just mean that they're gonna make that Sonic different in a way that he still resembles something, but not being 100% the actual fucking Sonic we want. There's that. But then again, we could actually get, Sonic the freaking Hedgehog, how he's supposed to look, But again, I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. So, the next thing, I know that Sony just barely did a state of play. I think it's their their second state of play, which again, the first state of play I know flopped pretty bad, so I think they want to redeem themselves. So, they showed off some Medieval, they showed off Final Fantasy VII, finally another freaking trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake, which we've been kind of waiting for a long time. And of course, this might be their way of showing something for us during E3, because, well, E3 is really next month this time. Right now, I believe it's the 9th or 10th, I don't know. But it's so damn close that I'm now barely starting. This is starting to now hear about E3 related news. Like, Nintendo announced yesterday that there will be an E3 press conference, Nintendo Direct, while there's going to be a Splatoon 2 and a Smash Bros. Ultimate 3v3, whatever you want to say, tournament happening before. And then, of course, after that's going to be the Treehouse for 3 days showing the Nintendo Direct stuff. So, that's going to be interesting. Of course, we already know about that. So, like, thank you, Nintendo, So, of course, Sony's just had to throw off something for our... There goes my phone. But, anyways, I just missed out. Okay, so Sony had to for sure show us something because we have a month to go. So, again, I don't know what Microsoft is, working on, but they need something. So, there's that. There is for sure that. And within the time I was gone, of course, I'm a wrestling fan. I'm actually watching Monday Night Raw, Monday, May 6, 2019, if you have to know for sure. So, I'm like I'm 30 minutes in. I paused it, so I was 29 minutes and 37 seconds in. If, on Hulu, if you want to know. If you wanted to know. So, anyways, I saw WrestleMania. What did I think about WrestleMania? I don't know if I actually 100% talked about it, but WrestleMania, I felt like I knew every single match how it was going to end. I think the only surprise was the Iconics for me winning, and I think there was another one, but I can't remember who it was. But Iconics for sure was a surprise one for me. And I'm like, the entire thing kind of felt like I already knew it, and not gonna lie, I felt kind of like sleepy during like a match. But again, I don't know what to tell you. Just a little update for that. I thought it was okay. I thought it was an okay WrestleMania. Not the best ever or anything like that, but just an okay WrestleMania. So, Becky 2 belt, Batita's lost, and yeah. Alright. So, really quick, if anyone has to know, and I won't say anything, I did watch Avengers Endgame. I did watch it. So, what is my thoughts about it? Well, without spoiling anything, as much as possible, without spoiling anything, it referenced a lot of things from past Marvel movies that I was actually kind of happy that I, as a fan, not a hardcore fan, just a fan, realized what references were being referenced. And if let's say I didn't know, of course there would be YouTube telling me something I didn't know about it. And it's really hard not to say a single thing about it because you want to explain about them references or something that's in the movie that is helpful. But it's been like a week and a half or two almost now, and it's hard not to say it. So I know a lot of people hasn't seen it yet. I get that. I know. It's only been like 2 weeks. I know. I don't watch every freaking movie that comes out. I can tell you that. But it's something for sure. It's something you want to watch while it's relevant, because right now this is a proven fact. It is in second place for being the most grossing movie of all time. Meaning, it's earning the most money ever while it's in the theaters as of right now. So, of course, the biggest one that had that record for a long time was Titanic. And after that, I believe Avatar beat that. Again, I don't even know what made Avatar so big or what marketing Fox did for Avatar, but I didn't care about Avatar. When I finally watched it, I was like, it's alright, it was okay. But I don't know, I'm being honest, I don't get the hype for Avatar. And I can see a lot of people didn't care about Avatar. I don't get why it was a big thing. But Avengers is number 2. And I believe like 2 days ago it was in the same billion or million racket, but it's not in the million or thousand racket. I don't know. Whatever. But it was only out for 12 days or so, and it's already second place. While Avatar was out for, of course, the whole time of it being out in the theater, and it reached number 1. So I believe it's going to happen that Avengers Endgame is going to be the top grossing, what do you want to say, movie of all time. So that's going to be really freaking impressive. It's something, if you've seen all 20-something movies of every single Avengers movie, like Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, the other Avenger movies, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Black Panther, Ant-Man, all those, again, they all connect, including the Incredible fucking Hulk movie. Yes, even that connects. But the thing is, it's something we as the fans been wanting to watch for so long, and of course, we saw a glimpse of that, or a good part of that, during Infinity War. And of course, the Avengers we had during Avengers, and then Avengers Age of Ultron, and then of course some of Captain America Civil War. We get that. But this, it was so good. I mean, it was hard not to pay attention, even during the slow-ish moment. Like, it feels like it's boring, but it's not even really boring because you want to pay attention to detail. Even during the slowest moment, you felt like you had to pay attention because you felt like you didn't miss something important. And that's how I felt about the movie. So, yeah, it's a 3-hour movie for sure, but, sorry, my screen went black for a minute. And, it's something for sure to watch. It's something for sure to watch. Especially a few scenes. I don't want to say anything, but there's scenes that you know what I'm talking about when you see it. You know. From happy to sad to exciting to emotional to like confused because you're trying to understand the whole thing, because there's something they explain, but I don't want to say it. So things, and then it's so much into it that it feels like everyone is really trying, and this is literally their last hope of fixing it. So yeah, hopefully that didn't spoil anything, because I tried really hard not to say a single thing. Yeah, so there's that. I will be making a video here shortly for the comic book stuff, but comic book day passed. It just passed, and I think this comic book year, this is the year I believe I got the most comic books ever. Not because it's free. I'm not sure if it's the most comic books ever for free, but it was for sure the most comic books I ever gotten. So, again, I'm not gonna say the whole thing, so I want to explain it through another video, either from it's already out now, or this one's out before it, or after it, I mean, whatever. So, there's free comic books, and then there was comic books that I had to pay for, because there was a sale going on. And the sale was so good, I had to take advantage, and I didn't realize how long I was really doing the sale for. I spent like an hour looking through comic books, and I think I got like, 40-something comic books. I don't know exactly, I don't remember. No, not 40. I think it was like half of that, like 25 or something. But still, regardless, it was pretty good. It was pretty fucking good. I'm a little bit like that. There's more to the story, but I'm just a little bit like that. So, of course, also May 4th just passed. If you don't know what that is, it's May the 4th be with you. Star Wars, of course, if you don't know what it is. So Star Wars Day was also the same day as Free Comic Book Day. It's always usually the same day. It always usually is. It's 9 o'clock. And it usually is. So it's always a day before Cinco de Mayo, so it's always something between what's going on through those days. There's always a major movie comic book release, which is, it's true. Avengers actually came out the same like week or week before. So there was Cinco de Mayo, there was the 4th, May the 4th be with you, and Free Comic Book Day. There was like 3 days right there, straight up. Like, not 3 days, it was like 2 days was together, and 1 day was its own thing on a Sunday, and whatever. But again, it was pretty freaking successful of a weekend. Other than that, I don't know what else to tell you. Again, I'll be making videos when I can. Don't know when, but I don't know. That's for sure. So I guess that's seriously it for today. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I think that is seriously it for today. So, once again, everybody, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I see you guys all for the next multiple discussion. I almost forgot what this was called. So once again, I'll see you guys all for the next one, right? Bye-bye.
Chaos Control!